Hey, so what is up guys, it's Pohdoh here, and finally we got an announcement for the next update, and the links will be below for the ones that have links. For the other ones that don't have links, it's because they're on the private Order and Chaos board, and there's no link for it because it's private and you can't see it unless you're actually part of the group. And Osman is inside the group. He's an official Gameloft admin. Yes, it's actually him. I got him inside the group, if you guys are really curious. And he's been making a few announcements on the group and on the forums, and he's been replying because quite frankly the official announcement by Jimmy actually isn't that useful. It doesn't really tell us much, but it's Osman's responses that actually tell us the most amount of information. So you can go ahead and read it if you want. I'll just briefly go over it in just a sec, but I think the main information is going to be the little bits and chunks of information that is found not only by Osman but also on the Chinese forums. And if you guys are wondering how Chinese forums are just rumors, well, I mean, every single time I've announced it and I said it's a rumor, it's been true. It's been true for like 7 updates in a row, so it's basically confirmed. And Osman also confirmed it as well on Google Plus, basically. So we'll go over that. So here it is. Here's the entire list. Let me just briefly go over it just a bit. See, first there's going to be a new capital city. It doesn't mention it at all in the actual official post, but then we started asking Osman questions about it, and he says he only seen a single screenshot of it. He actually hasn't played on it, but it's definitely, he says it appears to be bigger than Greenmount, and it's going to be on an island. So that's all he can really give. He only has 1 screenshot, so just keep that in mind. There's going to be a new cannon dungeon. No one really asked about that yet. However, there is something interesting, is that he said that it's going to have new tier 4 armor, which brings in the question, what happened to CSL? Is that not tier 4? And he actually gave a really weird analogy. He said it's gonna be like S2.5 and S3, and the developers call S2.5 the fake PvP gear that's not related to the epic PvP gear. They call it S3 Blues, and then they call the epic S3 Epics. However, the community calls it S2.5 because they don't want to get confused. So it could be the same thing here. Even though they call it tier 4 Blues, it might not actually be upgradable to tier 4 Epics. So that may or may not be true, but that's what I'm getting from his analogy, is that they're not related. It's just like Generator Temple gear, which people thought it was tier 3, which the developers called it tier 3, which Nick Jr. called it tier 3, but then it turned out that it wasn't actually tier 3. It was just a separate set of armor that has nothing to do with the epic set of gear. See, as for the guild spell system, it's pretty ambiguous so far. There really isn't that much information behind it, such as how strong they are, what they can do, whether they're unlimited use or whether they're unlimited use, where you have to keep unlocking them, or whether there's like a 1-day cooldown. There really isn't all that much information. All we really know for a fact is that you have to be level 3, which all the top guilds can upgrade to already, and then you have to pay, and you have to unlock them one at a time, and then they also expire over an hour. So whether they expire forever, and you have to be really careful which ones you use, or whether sorry about that, or whether you have to unlock it multiple times again and again. Every time it expires you have to unlock it again, purchase it again, or whether it's just like a one-time purchasing, then it's like you can only use it for 3 hours and it's on like a 1-week cooldown. We don't really know yet. So all we know is that there will be guild spells, there will be more guild functionalities in general, and it was on the Chinese forums, so we'll talk about that in just a bit. And then there's gonna be a new buyback system for NPCs, so then there's gonna be separate NPCs where if you sold your epic item and you were just a dumbass and then you realize you made a big mistake, then you can go back and buy back the epics, so no worries about that. What I'm really curious about, and what I should have asked, is what happens to the gems on the gear, so that if we sell a gear with a level 5 gem on it and then we buy it back, will the level 5 gem still be on the item or will it be gone forever? So that's also another question, because right now Osman from Gameloft has been continuously asking developers for gem changes because gems are stupid as fuck and they're the biggest problem with the game. But so far it doesn't look like they have taken any of the suggestions, but he has been spamming them. If you guys didn't know, Osman from Gameloft is the person that removed the buff. He's the person that introduced the buyback system. He's actually been doing a lot of work to keep the game as fair as possible, and in all honesty, he's like a player but like a Gameloft admin. He's not like his own separate entity. He's actually out here to help us. And yeah, I was suspicious at first, but seeing that how Gameloft had failed us for like a year and a half, but I genuinely believe that he can make a difference, so just keep that in mind. That's the main reason why he got into the Order and Chaos private main board, even though it does have a lot of glitches and account selling and stuff. He's been pretty cool with it. He just said he's there for the feedback and for the players. He asked for Christmas bosses and class changes. Osman told us he doesn't know anything about it, or he can't divulge the information yet, which is cool. But he did leak out some little information, such as military monk, mana regeneration will be buffed. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be two-handed because the Chinese forums have mentioned that before in an interview with the developers. And also, let's see, warriors and mages, they haven't seemed to be changed that much, which makes me think that the ranger class will get a class overhaul, a new talent tree, because it's the only class they haven't mentioned yet. And I'm very confident they will change up, give a new talent tree, because they said they would last update. Every single update they'll have a new talent tree for a new class. And then let's see, that's pretty much it. Warriors and mages haven't changed all that much, which just means that they tweaked it a lot in little itty-bitty ways. They haven't really, keep in mind, they never actually like not changed the class at all. They always made radical changes to classes every single update for the most part, besides military monks, because military monks are retarded. See, as for the non-legit stuff, if you go on the Chinese forums, I'll have a link below. One's for the mobile devices, one is for PC devices. I'll have both of them in the description below. If you don't see them below, then that just means I uploaded it really recently, haven't gotten to it yet. So just be patient. I'll have the links up of all the stuff that there are links about. And then this is the Chinese forums. It's been they had an announcement about update 2.8.0. It's really hard to translate. This is Google Translate, but I have put it through multiple translators to get the general gist of the idea. And keep in mind, the Chinese forums, they've never been wrong. They've been right every single update. So believe it or not, I mean, you can believe it. You don't need to believe it if you don't want to, but like every single time it's been correct. So first, it says that there is going to be a new chat window, and they're gonna fix switch targets, which is a really big problem last update. Let's say kept targeting your teammates for whatever reason, and I don't know why I did that. So you're gonna fix that, and they're also gonna fix the chat window, which is way too big in my opinion, and it always has been really big. So I'm glad they're fixing that. We complained about that a lot in the forums. And then they said some minor talent tree balances, which I'm not really sure about, because they should be completely overhauling one class, and I'm not sure. So anyways, there's that. It's kind of contradictory to what they said on the forums, but for the most part, I'm sure everything will work out at the end. And then there's going to be another boss difficulty. Let's see, I think another dungeon mode, I guess. I'm not really sure. They haven't really announced at all on the forums, which makes me think that they're hiding a lot of stuff, and then that the announcement actually, you know, only shows that the major change log isn't actually that major after all. Is that they're actually concealing a lot of information. And then let's see, they say more guild features, but I think that's just the new spells that they were talking about here. Maybe they have more, I don't really know. And then yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. See, as for some other information, one is that the monkey boss will be indirectly nerfed again. It's not going to be nerfed like it'll do less damage, but instead you'll get a buff whenever you try doing the monkey boss. So it'll be kind of easier anyways. It'll be a nerf, and then basically, and then also going to try, Osman or at least, is going to try to focus on having new dungeons not require so much PvP gear and more PvE gear, and that's what these dungeon buffs are going to do, and hopefully the guild buffs as well. And the guild buffs are going to mainly be more offensive from what I heard. I think I'm going this off memory, so. And then I think that's it. Anything else I missed will be in the description or in the annotation. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this this reveal, and sorry the video was a little too long, but there was quite some information. I had to take about a day to, you know, fully collect it and, you know, think about what I was gonna say. So anyways, it's Pohdoh here. Rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me guys if you're excited for update 2.8.0. And I'm gonna have to go now. Go back to studying for finals. It's just like a short break for me. So anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.